Oh man. Oh geez, this is not good. Yep. Yep. I made a mistake. Oh man. Oh geez, this is not good. Yep. Yep. I made a mistake. That's what today's episode is all about. Making mistakes. In this episode of the Jonesin Show, that's what we are talking about, because guess what? I've made mistakes, and I'm betting you have made mistakes too. We all have. And you know what? We don't need to let those mistakes hold us back any longer, to stop us from shining our light, right? From being our true selves, stopping us from living our lives to the max. We don't need it anymore. So let's shed that weight. Let's learn and grow from it and move forward. So in today's episode, that's what we're talking about. Moving forward from a mistake. We're going to talk about it. Help us own it. Help us move forward. So before we jump into that, please hit like, hit subscribe, follow, whatever it is, so you don't miss a single episode. So let's hop into this solo show where you and I just get to jam and talk about mistakes. First, my sip of coffee, which I made a little too light, so that's it. So there's a mistake. I've learned, make a little stronger coffee. That's okay. It's still tasty. Okay. So, I've made mistakes. Yeah, that's right. The Prince of Positivity himself has made mistakes. I made little mistakes. Little tiny ones that people barely even caught. That heck, I barely even caught. Right? And, okay, little ones. Medium-sized ones, right? I made some of those. Oh, I've made some gigantic mistakes before. Huge ones. Huge ones that could have affected many, many people in serious ways. Changed lives, changed marriages, changed friendships, families. It's crazy. And I've made mistakes. Some that, I'll be perfectly honest, I've learned a hell of a lot from, and I've grown from, but I still kind of wish didn't happen. I'm not quite at that point where I'm able to go, I'm glad that happened. With almost everything, yes, I am, and we're gonna chat about that. But there's still some where, I'm trying to be really upfront and honest. I'm not at that point yet. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay that I'm not at that point yet, but I know I will be. And that's okay. So first of all, know that we all make mistakes. Every single person does. Think of a celebrity. Think of a person you look up to, whether, it's a celebrity, maybe a parent or a friend of yours or whoever. Think of a person you look up to. I'll give you a couple seconds. Guess what? They've made mistakes. And I'll bet you the more successful they are in whatever endeavor they're doing, whatever they're chasing, they've made even more mistakes. What stops people from being successful, from being happy, is they let the mistakes that they make hold them back. They let them weigh them down, right? Like an anchor wrapped around your legs and you're being thrown into the ocean. You just drown from that weight and you can't get away from it. Now, I've been there. I felt that way. Maybe you have or feel that way. But you don't have to feel that way. You can undo that anchor and let that anchor fall down and you rise up to the top. So, first of all, we all make mistakes. We all do. Here's a couple things, 4 ways to help you with it. First of all, when you make a mistake, because we are going to, I'm going to make mistakes still. It's not something that's not going to happen. We're still going to make mistakes. So when you make a mistake, first of all, own it. Own that you made that mistake. Own up to it. Don't try to bury it. Don't try to shove it under a rug. Just own it. Now, if it's a small thing like, I made a mistake in the spelling thing, I don't have to go to the rooftops and shout, I made a mistake. I'm sorry, I misspelled. Now, I don't have to shout it from the rooftops, but I need to go, oh, crap, I made a mistake. Let's fix it. As opposed to, oh, man, just a typo. thing, our fingers or whatever, right? Whatever it is. Blame it on someone else, something else. I own that mistake, that I made that mistake. Cool, right? I owned it. Then I fix it if it's possible. Now, sometimes with some mistakes, you can fix it, right? Spelling error, you can fix that. Oh, I made a mistake on this drawing, right? Great, on this design. Great, I can redo that. Cool, right? It's all possible. However, there are some mistakes that you can take back. You cannot change. You can't fix it as it were, right? You can't go back and change it. It is what it is. And, well, that sucks, but we can learn and grow from it, right? It's not the end of the world if that is the case for you. The next thing is to take action. So first you own it, you fix it if it's possible, and then you take action so it doesn't happen again. How can you remedy that? How can you avoid that next time? So if I made a spelling error, oh cool, I fixed it, right? And I'm going to do my best to remember that spelling. Maybe I write it down a couple times. Maybe I give myself flashcards or whatever it is just to help myself remember it, right? If I made a bigger mistake that can't be fixed, well, what can I do to make sure that doesn't happen again? What systems can I put in place? What trips and triggers can I put in place to help me know if that starts to going down that pathway again? If I start going down that way, I have those things to help me go, nope, pull yourself up. Nope, that's not happening. Nope, we're getting out of here, right? Or I could take action to not be there so I can assure myself that I'm doing my absolute best to not have that mistake happen again. And here's the fourth and final big thing with that. You need to keep going. You need to keep going forward. There's so many times when a person makes a mistake, they just stop right then and there. They're like, hands up, I'm done. I'm out, right? I'm out of here. Ain't happening. They make a mistake and they just run. But you're an energizer, not you. You make a mistake, you own it, you fix it if it's possible, you take action so it doesn't happen again, and then you keep going, right? You keep going. You don't stop making decisions. You don't stop going after your goals and dreams just because you made a mistake. No. The people who aren't successful, the people who are not happy do that, not you. You keep going. You take those risks because you know you can learn and grow from it, right? So that's really where that take action is. First, you own it, right? You fix it if you can, and take action so it doesn't happen again. That's your learning. That's the lesson in that mistake. What is that lesson? What can you pull from it? And then you're taking action so you make sure that that doesn't happen again, and you keep that teaching in your mind. And then you keep going. But even with that, having all that, right, you do those 4 steps. You own it, you fix it if you can, you take action, and you keep going. Even after those, sometimes you still feel that weight dragging you down, slowing you down. You feel that weight oppressing your heart, your mind, your soul. It's like this dark veil over you all the time. And that sucks, right? You're not energized. You're not really happy. Nothing really excites you anymore. You're always afraid of making a decision because it's going to be a mistake, right? It sucks. It's no way to live. It's no way to be an energizer. So let's change it. How can you change it? Well, you need to forgive yourself. You need to forgive yourself for making that mistake. And if someone else made a mistake, then you forgive them. And not just saying, oh, I forgive you. No, like, your parents might have said to you, mean it. And you have to really, truly, in your heart of heart, in your soul of souls, mean it. I forgive you. Spencer, I forgive you for making that mistake. And if it's just a simple spelling error or something small like that, okay, right? Forgive yourself for it. Don't beat yourself up. Because our inner bully, man, oh man, right? As Sean Douglas says, our inner bully will go after us, right? Don't let your inner critic, don't let your inner bully go after you. Don't keep ripping yourself up. I had that today. This morning, of the day I'm recording this, I made a mistake yesterday and I owned up to it right away. I did what I could to fix it. And, still feeling that way today. And, I asked for forgiveness and all that stuff, and the person forgave me for that mistake. Great. We're moving on. And then I was still letting that weight hold me down today until other energizers reminded me, said, hey, Spencer, you're forgiven. Let it go. Stop letting that inner bully win. I'm like, oh, God, thank you. Thank you, energizers. I needed it. I need it for myself, right? The stuff I preach, I teach, I need it for myself, because guess what? We all need those reminders at times. We all need them. Seriously. Hey, sorry to butt in like this, but I have something really cool I want to share with you. Something that I know it can help you live your life to the max. What am I talking about? I'm talking about a roadmap that gets you to your destination. What do roadmaps do, right? Well, you have your destination. It shows you how to get there, the best way to get to that point. And you know what? That's what I have. What is this roadmap I'm talking about? I'm talking about my book, Chase Your Passion. That's right, you have a passion, you have a destination, you have goals, dreams you want to achieve, but maybe you're confused on how to get there. Maybe you're feeling stuck. Well, my book, Chase Your Passions, is that roadmap. It guides you through how to create that plan, how to create that roadmap, how to get over hurdles so you can have success. So if you're ready to ditch the excuses, if you're ready to get unstuck and ready to have success, to taste success and feel amazing, to achieve your goals and dreams, get your copy of Chase Your Passions. It's available on Amazon, or just head to my website, spencermjones.com. All right, let's catch y'all later, and let's keep chasing our passions. Let's go. So forgive yourself and let it go, right? Forgive it. Find the lesson in it, right? The taking action, find the lesson and let it go. Now, letting it go, easier said than done at times. Sometimes it's really easy, right? The smaller ones are easier. The bigger the mistake, the harder it is, generally. But holding on to that weight isn't going to help. I think about it like rowing a boat, right? I love kayaking, so you can imagine kayaking or rowing a boat, and you have an anchor thrown overboard. For every mistake that's holding back, you have an anchor thrown overboard. Well, okay, you have all those anchors overboard, and they're attached to the boat still with the rope. You're trying to row, you're trying to paddle, and you're not going far, right? Or if you're going, you're going pretty slow, because guess what? Those are weights in the water dragging you down, catching the bottom, stopping you, halting you, slowing you down, whatever. That sucks. That's no way to go. It's no way to go through life. Gotta let them go. And you let them go by forgiving yourself, and then intentionally telling yourself, I'm done with that. I don't need that anymore. I don't need that weight. I tell myself, I talk out loud to myself, say, nope, I don't need it. We'll let it go. Oh, here's the lesson. I've learned it. I'm letting it go. I say it mentally. I say it out loud to myself. I do those things that I need to do, those things. I meditate to help release it from my heart, from my soul. I meditate and imagine it just being blown away or being floated away on a stream or whatever it is, to let it go. So we are on this awesome and incredible journey called life. We're born, we have some cool experiences as we live, and we die. We go on. In this experience of life, we make mistakes. It's part of life. That's how we grow. It's how we can improve. Those mistakes can hold you back, or they can help you be better and launch you forward. The choice is yours. But I really hope that you choose the one that helps you grow, and not the one that holds you back. And I get it. I've made choices and, mistakes that have held me back. I get it. I've done it. I've held on to them until I let them go. And it could be years. It could be years. I've let stuff go from my child that I've let it go years later, and that's okay. But let it go. We are going to make mistakes. It's bound to happen. We have already, and we're going to continue to make mistakes. The big thing is to own them, fix them if you can, learn from them, take action, right? See what the lesson is. Keep that lesson with you and keep going. Keep going forward. Don't stop making decisions. Keep going. Forgive yourself. Forgive others if you need to, and then let it go. Let it go. Because you don't need that weight anymore. You are too amazing, too awesome to have that weight hold you down anymore. Let it go. So I'll leave you with this. You are amazing. You are worthy to live your dreams, achieve those goals. You are enough just the way you are, even with the mistakes you've made. You are enough. Lose that weight. Feel energized, feel whole, feel alive again by embracing those mistakes, learning from them, and continuing to go forward and not letting them stop you from making other decisions. Keep going. You got this. You have me by your side, and you have our Energizer family at your side at all times. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being you, sharing your light, your energy with me and with the world. So until next time, I can't wait to chat with you. All right, we'll catch you later.